How's it going, everybody? I'm Chris Wascak with Rome Fitness, and I just wanted to introduce Chris Perrin. This is the first installment of Ask the Experts. Chris is the owner and trainer of Perrin PT. He's also an official Nike trainer down in Georgetown. If you've ever been to the Nike Training Club, you guys all know who he is. So, first question is from Steven from Washington, D.C. He said that he's leaving for a vacation for a week without access to a gym. He does a lot of strength work and doesn't want to be set back when he gets back. What's the best course of action for him, Steve, to take?
Well, I think the most important thing is to be consistent with your habits. So basically, you want to make sure that you're doing something every day, and you can expect a small, if not minute, decrease in your strength because you're not going to have access to weights. But there are things that you can do to at least try to sustain as much strength, endurance, or flexibility as you can. I'll show you a few exercises so we can get a total body workout in while you are traveling. Alright, so obviously one exercise that you should be doing is a push-up. And we're not looking for a full hour-long workout here because you're traveling, you're probably busy either with work or you're on vacation with friends or you're going to a wedding or whatever. So let's just make sure that we hit the basics, let's hit all the body parts, and let's get out of the hotel room or the campground or whatever and go have fun, alright? So the first one's a squat. Everyone knows a squat. Your feet are about hip-width apart, chest up, abs braced. You're going to come down into a seated position, top of the thighs parallel to the ground. As you raise up, you're going to squeeze the glutes and the abdominals, okay? That's a squat. Work through that, do about 10 reps, and then work into a push-up, which is hands either shoulder width apart or a little bit wider, glutes squeezed, abs braced, quads flexed, so the top of my thighs are flexed. I'm going to come down until my elbows are parallel or in line with my shoulders and then push back up, okay? So again, pretty standard exercises. Now it gets kind of difficult because working the posterior chain is a little bit harder. So one exercise for the glutes and the hamstrings is a bridge. So especially if you're doing a lot of deadlifts and you don't want your hamstrings and glutes to suffer while you're away, get into a bridge, okay? So your heels are planted. You're gonna get your heels as close to your glutes as possible. Hands spread out, and you're going to push up, okay? Squeezing the hamstrings and the glutes at the top. Abs are braced. You can also take this into a single leg bridge and push up, okay? So work that, again, 10 to 15 reps each exercise. And lastly, if you do have access to equipment, we're going to take you to the TRX. So this exercise, so this will be what's called a TRX row. Essentially, we want to keep a nice level plane, shoulder to heel in a straight line. And as Chris pulls in, he's pushing his chest out and squeezing his shoulder blades together behind him. And then release. Coming back, he's never breaking form. So as he pulls in, his chest is remaining out. He's squeezing, rolling his shoulders back, and then pushing back. So that's just another exercise that if you have means to the equipment, you're going to want to just hit each body part. Make sure nothing suffers, so you're not just doing push-ups and squats. Actually, just as a tail end to that, add in a plank. I mean, why not? Let's get some abs in, keep your core strong. So just to show that exercise, you can either do a high plank, which is the top of a push-up, or a low plank on your forearms. So a high plank is here. Again, quads flexed, hands are at shoulder level or a little bit wider. Your shoulder blades are closed in, so you're squeezing toward your spine, and your abs are braced. You're pulling your belly button into your spine. Now, a harder variation is an elbow plank, where you're on your elbows. And again, same idea. Your quads are flexed. Your abs are flexed. Your posterior chain is flexed. Your glutes. So, again, high plank or low plank. Okay. Awesome.
So how long would you say you do this for every day?
So I would go around that circuit about twice.
And the thing to remember is you also are on vacation, all right? Go enjoy yourself. Just make sure you're activating every single muscle. He showed you how to get the chest and shoulders. He showed you how to get the quads. He also showed you how to activate the posterior chain. So that means you're gonna not lose so much on your bench, your deadlift, and your squat. You're gonna keep everything engaged, and hopefully when you get back in the gym, it was just a little bit of rest and you'll come back even stronger. Thanks a bunch, Chris, and
my pleasure.
Hope to see you on here again.